Hi guys, Iron Cameraman here. Just recently we've been going through the entirety of episode 74, which just blew up the entire Skibidi Toilet fandom. The episode showed a lot of things, from a lab takeover to a massive Astro Toilet offensive. And so it's no surprise that we won't be limited to just one video, as I found a lot of new information and details for you that many of you missed or didn't notice. For example, did you know the meaning and significance of the original concept document from episode 70 and why GMAN is depicted here as an Astro Toilet? Or did you know about how TV Woman actually loves Simp too, but can't accept him? I'll also tell you who was featured in the preview of this video and what he can do. And we'll also talk to you about why our TV daddy's butt is on fire so badly. Yeah, don't be surprised, because if you pay attention, there's smoke coming out the back of his ass. And with that, I've prepared a global theory about the next episodes, so be sure to put like and watch till the end. Anyway, here we go. First, I'd like to break down basically the state of the entire war in the series. Let's take a look at where all sides of the war stand right now. We have Skibidi Toilets who have already completely taken territory from both the Alliance and Astro Toilets. So their last hope is GMAN and the contents of the container. But we'll talk about that a little later. The Alliance has now lost their full advantage. Astro Toilets are starting to finish them off. Speakerman and TV Titans have retreated. Cameraman Titan is possibly dead. Now basically, both sides are completely weakened, and Astro Toilets have taken advantage of that. As it was, I was sure they were sick of waiting and would act. I could see that they knew both sides would be weakened, and that's why they were waiting. And now the opportunity had come, and Astro Toilets had taken full advantage of it, taking the Alliance by surprise. Now the Astros will do anything to weaken the Alliance. From this, we can assume that their main target right now is the Titans, specifically Cameraman Titan. Yes, Cameraman Titan is now the weakest and most vulnerable target. He has alienated himself from the Titans and basically the entire Alliance. As he flew away, he diverted most of the Astro to save the agents and the Titans. We could see him pondering and preparing for this move. Just look at how Dafuk conveyed this difficult choice with his body language. We can see that the Cameraman Titan realizes the hopelessness of the situation and sacrifices himself like a true hero and leader to save everyone. It is clear why the Plunger and the Titan have found common ground. They are both heroes and are always ready to sacrifice themselves for others. They both have no fear of death and are always ready to make a difficult decision, realizing that they will die. Press F. But back to the point. Our Titan now has no chance of survival. Most of the Astro Toilets have flown after him now, so it is unlikely that he alone will be able to get out of there. There's a chance our Titan could die after all, but I wouldn't be so sure. There's a theory among fans of the series that Cameraman Titan will be rescued by GMAN, and they'll team up later. In fact, I think this theory is quite possible, especially as we realize who the new Titan might be, GMAN. And with such improvements, he will be able to help Cameraman Titan anyway. So we'll wait. I also assume that our Cameraman Titan is being helped by Dafuk. You may have seen the green particles on Cameraman during the Astro attack. Of course, you might think that's how the light falls and the green particles are produced, but perhaps that theory would be true if it weren't for one but. In a crowd of speakermen, you might notice a speaker wearing a green jacket. What does that give us? In this episode, it might explain those green particles on our Titan, because if Dafuk adds something or someone, it never just disappears. I can think of this scientist speaker and the big red cameraman. So there's a good chance that Dafuk interfered with Cameraman Titan's system, perhaps to save him or to replenish a small part of him for the final push. After all, I assume the secret agent knew what Cameraman Titan would do, so for his own safety he tried everything to make sure he wouldn't be killed by a single shot. But many people will ask why TV Man Titan can't go back for Cameraman Titan. It's simple. TV Titan will not be able to do anything. First, Cameraman Titan, as I said, decided to take a large army of Astro on himself and fly as far away as possible. Secondly, TV Titan barely saved one of the Titans, namely Speakerman. He's definitely going to make sure Speakerman goes to base and stays down. By the way, if you think about it that way, you can understand. Dafuk is already hinting that we'll see Speakerman base soon. Perhaps even in the upcoming episodes, because in an interview for this question, he said that he already knows in which episode it will be. Now let's discuss our favorite simp cameraman. We've seen unrequited love again. Simp Cameraman was reaching out to TV Woman and she wouldn't even look at him. Many of you may think that TV Woman is just ignoring our cameraman on purpose, but I think there's a lot more to it than that. I mentioned this detail in passing in yesterday's video, and now I'm going to lay it all out for you. See, most likely before the events of the show, TV Woman and Simp Cameraman loved each other. But after they were turned into robots, TV Woman realized that she was incapable of loving the AI. As you remember, according to my theory, all agents before the events of the series were human, but later their copies of consciousness were transferred into robots. Even we can say not copies, but the AI itself was programmed to imitate the person it supposedly is. But the other selected part was not copied, but was immediately turned into hybrid robots, because we have seen some agents have blood, while most of them have no blood. That is, in fact, the agents themselves as robots do not understand or feel anything. They do not have their own consciousness. In fact, they just copy everything, imitate the person they've been programmed to be. And as I said, TV Woman understands this, as she is one of the special ones and is a hybrid, not a copy of herself. She sees her lover perfectly well, but she can't be with him, as all his feelings are not real, an imitation, and she realizes it. That is why she tries to ignore him and contact him as little as possible. After all, inside her soul she still loves him, but she can't love someone who is not her favorite, but just pretends to be. But enough of the sad stuff for now. Let's talk about something fun and interesting. Namely, what is this man doing? I think you're well aware of Dafook's new joke, but I'll tell you, you're completely wrong. It's not what you think it is, ahem. In fact, this man is doing a bridge and getting ready for summer, because the heat is coming, the beaches are coming, you have to get in shape, so to speak. That's why he's been working so hard and practicing. But our TV daddy got his ass so burned by this man that he ordered him to be burned, along with the people involved. It's a shame for the poor guy, he's worked so hard, and then your dad comes and makes a kebab out of you, but come on. Okay, enough jokes. Now let's talk about GMAN being an astro toilet. This is no longer just speculation or theory, the show itself tells us this directly. Let's start at the beginning. Look at the document that TV Daddy gave to the scientist. It looks pretty weird, doesn't it? GMAN has never appeared to us in this form before. Maybe it's a concept or a photo from the future, but I think those are unlikely theories. Let's take a closer look at the photo. In it, we see an arsenal of astro toilets, as well as the familiar stripes on his head like all astros have. Also, GMAN's core glows not yellow as it does now, but orange. And orange is one of the Astros' colors because, as we know, their official color is red and orange. So it's most likely past, also hinted at by the photo that Dafook sent elite cameramen. The original version of the document from episode 70. On it, we can clearly see GMAN's red eyes and the same 5 stripes as on the document from the new episode, which makes it clear that GMAN used to be an astro toilet. But after something terrible like a revolution or sabotage, he was demoted and weakened, sending him to Earth to take over there. Also, the Astro-Scorpion conversion in episode 72 confirms this. GMAN used to be a general or commander, but as we realized, he was demoted after his betrayal. But now, GMAN is about to regain both the status and power of Astro Toilet General. Now though, let me tell you my mega-breaking theory. See, we've seen scientist TV Man studying Astro's hand, or even trying to hack it, for we saw purple lightning bolts that were around the hand. Such particles could be seen on GMAN's magical spheres, so Astro Toilet technology will be with the Alliance very soon. And also, from yesterday's video, you are already aware that the purple TV man already had speakers with him, and also he had a camera attached to him, so we can say that these are the first steps of the Alliance towards such an experiment. Considering all the above facts, maybe with all the technology created over time, the Alliance will create a new Titan. And to make it easier for you to imagine how it will look like, my team and I came up with this concept. The main head will be a TV man, flanked by large speakers and cameras. Instead of hands, our Titan will have astro claws, because in essence, claws can shoot and strike, so they will be more advantageous in battle than hands. And the most important thing is the core. It is filled with all 3 colors of the Alliance races, namely red, blue, and purple. Well, this is such an interesting concept we got. Evaluate it in the comments, what you like and what not so much. And now, I have one small request to you. As you may remember, my sister has recently started her own YouTube channel where she does covers and sings very well. To give you an example, you can listen to 2 pieces of her latest work.
She was crying on my shoulder, so all I could do is hold her. She's taking pictures in the mirror. Oh my God, skin so clear. Tell her bring that over here.
If you like her singing, and if you want to listen to her other works, you can see a link to her channel in the description and on the screen. I just want a little more people to know about her, as I myself started YouTube from scratch and know how hard it is to gain an audience in the beginning. Thank you in advance for your support and help. Bye.